Classic Game Fest 2023. This line is ridiculous. Oh man, finally. Oh, I can smell that popcorn from concessions immediately. Well, let's go row by row. Pause here and I'll start. Over here. It's a whole event. My first walkthrough, so I don't know where anything is. Some stations set up. There's the video game museum. I'm surprised that these aren't behind glass or anything, but a bunch of old consoles on display. So Classic Game Fest is actually, brainchild of the owner of Game Over Video Games here in Austin. It's a chain of retro video game stores. So they started, I remember going to this when it was still at the store. Classic Game Fest was just outside the parking lot. Then they moved to the Parmer Event Center upstairs. Bunch of artist stuff, powder stuff. They moved to a couple rooms upstairs, had a band. It was mostly just them selling stuff. And then it got bigger and bigger and started allowing other vendors. Now it's huge. Some cool consoles. So we're here at around 10 a.m., which is normal. Let in everybody time. 9 a.m. was VIP. I got a weekend pass VIP. But we were in that line for so long for a bag check that, man, it was just so ridiculously long that I abandoned my bag. And like I was saying earlier, Nicole bit the bullet and she said, I'll take both of our bags. You go on in and check it out. So, okay, Arcades for Home. My good buddy Imran from Texas Gamers Lounge also owns Arcades for Home, and they rent arcades and sell arcade games. Just regular people, as it says, arcade gamer home. So he brings his machines out here every year, Classic Game Fest. Pinball, we've got some stuff out here. I'm sure these are them. Some pinballs, it's got some games out here. There's another arcade company that also brings stuff out. They're all set up for the flag. Looks like we're in the artist area. A lot of comic books, but posters here. Just art sellers. Oh, Old School Gamer Magazine. Oh, that's that guy G to the next level. Apparently he has his own store, or at least a whole bunch of stuff to sell. More combat guys. Those are
it would have been okay to do it halfway.
That's why I tell them to slide over. Hey guys, slide over a little bit.
NBA Jam guy. He was here last year. Really cool. Russ Weiss is here. We always buy his books. Really cool guy. Dallas. A couple of vendors over there. Oh, VR stuff. Here's some artist type stuff. So the Classic Game Fest t-shirt booth. It's like, oh, here's the museum. Placards for all the I should have a Jaguar CD. Haven't used it in a while. Hope it still works. That's the thing with these old consoles, man. Last time they were working, you try them, you don't try them for a few years, you go back and they're no longer working. Sector 7 item shop. So that's cool artist stuff. Just if you see anybody. No, it was just a classic game fish. I was gonna say the game over shirt, not classic game fish. They're the main guys behind. You usually have the biggest booth right in the middle. Oh, some cool controllers. And we're back to the beginning here. Sounds like the the band playing over there. This is not fun. There's the game over there. See. There's a pretty good vendor over here. Got smaller vendors. Stuff in bins. Love stuff in bins. Stuff that are individually wrapped, or even worse, behind glass cases. You're gonna be paying through the nose for those. Those guys know what they're worth and they're proud of their stuff. So if you want good bargains, you definitely want to head to the bins. Dig through there. It's still early in the day. Some little caps and necklaces or pendants or whatever. But yeah, definitely going, stuff in cardboard boxes like that. Sometimes find good deals. But anytime you see individually wrapped games, or you see stuff behind a glass case, forget. Like, see individually wrapped protected games, forget about it. Especially TurboGrafx. Pay through the nose for those. There's the case. You all that stuff's gonna be really expensive. Oh, so the Mortal Kombat guys. You don't want to really say anything. I want to be quick because that's pretty congested area. Mortal Kombat guys. You have 4 of the original. I think it's Daniel and Carlos Messina. Daniel played Sub-Zero, Scorpion, and Johnny Cage. And Carlos Messina. Then I know the Kung Lao guy, and I'm not a Mortal Kombat guy. Somebody Marquez. I don't remember. That's why. But there's 4 of them here. 4 of the original cast members and voice actors. Just trying to store stuff. But back to the end again. Some more things. Oh, that's pretty cool. Super Turbo had like light marquee there. Neon guys, got a couple of neon adapters last year.
Classic Game Fest.
Neon adapters are for the GameCube and Nintendo 64 to allow you to play via HDMI out with little to no lag. Got a couple for really good price. Never used them. Still on the shelf. Some artistry type stuff. Another smaller vendor.
Oh yeah, the arcade. I didn't like that one much actually. It was okay.
Century $390. I'm old, and most of the stuff was dirt cheap, and I was picking 98% of my collection I picked up in the early 2000s, late 90s, and Ghostbusters, and nobody wanted it, so I was getting Sega CD games, like literally $2.99, just get rid of it, they wouldn't even take them in as trade in most places, so you could, I remember my friend picked up Snatcher in a big bundle of like 20 Sega CD games for $100 for all 20. So there's a protected console. That's expensive. It's got Robin. But anyway, $100. Came from pinballs. For like 20 Sega CD games because he took it into Game Crazy to trade them in the early 2000s. And they're like, dude, we don't take this trash. Take it outside. We'll give you nothing for it. So my friend was like, hey man, what do you got there? Got 20 Sega CD games? Give you $100. Cool. Done. I did the same thing with TurboGrafx games. I got 15 or so Turbo Duo games, including Cotton, Lords of Thunder. I think there's 2 copies of Lords of Thunder for $100 because, again, nobody wanted them. It's really hard for me to see these games now priced so expensively. And, I can't bear to pay that much. The other day I picked up Wings of War for the Genesis. I think they want like 120 or 30 or 50, whatever it was. on eBay and stuff. And I made a bundle deal this kind of month, like 550 or ended up being 35 bucks a game. I'm like, okay, if I can pay less than MSRP originally for a game, then I'll pay it. You know, 50 bucks for a game that's pretty rare and good, I'll pay it. I mean, there's no way I'm paying $190 for it. It better be a collector's edition, a season pass, and something else. And for something that I really like Street Fighter, I paid that for Street Fighter 6 for the collector's edition, which I still haven't opened. Oh, boxes. I should come back and look at these because I need a box for Super Nintendo. I don't have one. Oh, look at these. Street Fighter portraits. Classic Street Fighter 2 restage. T-shirts. Gotten quite a few T-shirts at Fast Game Fest and other game conventions before. I'm wearing right now. In fact, I'm wearing an Evo. It's on camera. I'm wearing an Evo PlayStation shirt from last year, 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago. Maybe last year. Anyway, I get a lot of convention shirts.
Yeah, no, we all got in there.
Some artistry type stuff. Some Pokemon
I'm not bringing it back.
stuff. A lot of stuff bands.
Back off the head.
PC's here, that's interesting. Oh, it's gamer phone. I remember the Republic from the early 2000s when I used to play a lot of Quake. Chris Tom. Artistry type stuff. There's a vendor.
Everything else cool with Zelda.
We have a combo of a lot of plushies and games. Last kisses. Money, money. So here in the back, there's the Eon booth. They have tournaments there. I think there's a Mortal Kombat tournament on this one. Looks like Mortal Kombat 2. I don't know if that's what the tournament is, but that's definitely Mortal Kombat 2. What's this line for? Is this the Tetris? Oh, it's just classic Tetris. I'm a really big Tetris. I should say I really love to play Tetris, but these guys, they're on another level. I don't even try. They are just ridiculously large. I have 2 boxes, of course. Again, because nobody wanted them. Bought one for like 50 bucks, box complete from the early 2000s. Guys, just take it, dude. Sure.
Man, I live down there too now. I live in Kyle.
Old Radio Shack with Terra Satan. I'm not a big old computer guy. Should I stop? I might stop by and say hi later. See a lot of the same faces here, but I don't think I've seen Chris here before. That makes sense because he does a lot of concert repairs. There's a Tingle. Found him. Man, looking at all these booths. Because again, this is my first time through. I just want to stop and look. But I only got one more row to go. So I'll finish that row out and go off to the actual booths and start checking for stuff that's hopefully cheaper. The other thing I go for is cheap and odd. A lot of hardware, like old hardware people don't care about. So cheap stuff and odd stuff. I don't mind actually. But for Game Exchange, here in Dallas area, you should probably go this way and then come around for the last round. There's the game. In fact, the ones where I said they have video game boxes, that's Game Over. These are the games. They always have the front and center booth. I see. So you shop in here, you check out. I've bought from Game Exchange before. Check out, you have to get to that line. Here we go. Here's the, well, at least the DJs. Last year they had a live band doing what's up here. Maybe it's upstairs now. last row. And there's upstairs too. I'll capture that. So. Same video, but I want to look at all these vendors. The upstairs usually has like panels and sometimes the years before they've had arcade games, but it looks like they haven't done here this year. And I think they might do live bands up there too.
Oh, I love it.
Little small vendor. I like these small vendors. A lot of times they put your deals. Some Famicom box stuff. Dig that.
We'll come back, man.
Oh wow, so we made a classic game test video game. Renaissance fair type stuff. Another vendor. To the corner. But yeah, that was the main Classic Game Fest 2023 floor. Pretty neat. Saw a lot of cool stuff that I want to go back and check out. It's still very early. The line's very long for people to get in with bags, so I think now's the time to, if I was going to go find something kind of cool, to find it now. If you want great deals, come at the very end tomorrow on Sunday when it's closing and people are trying to get rid of stuff. But if you want to find the most stuff, you want to come in early on Saturday. So anyway, I will continue this with whatever's upstairs. Second level. It's a bird trick. The Dragon Warrior series. I presume this is where the panel's gonna be. This is probably where it's gonna be. Let's go see what's next door. Bonus video here. As I was walking back from the restroom, I saw this guy in the corner, little tiny booth, had a Super Famicom, a couple of them, boxes. And the one in the front said 50 bucks. That's what you say because it was behind the other one. And they're like, 50 bucks? Is that just a box? That's what I've come to expect these days. But no, it is a full Super Famicom. Didn't come with the power supply, but I'm not sure it came with it in Japan either. And if it did, it's probably not the standard American. I think you have to have, I think it's 110 volts in America versus 100 in Japan. So it's always better to buy a different adapter anyway. But yeah, no AC adapter, but it's got pretty nice styrofoam. The console's actually pretty nice also. No real yellowing. Comes with a manual and 2 controllers. And he actually, because he had 2 box Super Famicom's, he let me go through each one and pick the controllers I wanted. I took the manual, only one box had the manual. I got to pick the nicer box, nicer cover. So yeah, it was really cool. And then, I was like, hey, you have some Super Famicom games here. Let me pick up that Super Tetris 2, Bombless, and it's $4. It's like, dude, you can just have it. So yeah, really cool, dude. You can find really good deals like that still, just because you come to a retro game convention. And, a lot of the people have stuff in individual wrapped, protective cases for their cartridges and behind glass and all this stuff. You can still find guys just out there giving out really good deals. Super nice guy. I didn't catch his name, but definitely come check out Classic Game Fest if you don't make it out this year. Hopefully you can make it out next year. But yeah, really stoked about this. So let's see if I can find. This is like the first thing I found here. So there's still some stuff to be found.